Hello my lovelies, Sophia here. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome to the lives. Okay, so it is paid live personal readings, but I do channel spirit and they do like to bring in 3 free collective readings. I will be here for the next 2 hours and I will be putting things into the chat so that you know how I operate. Okay, so whilst we're getting people in, while I'm getting my blanket on, keep my legs warm, let's get some bits posted. There we go. Right. Hello, Scorpio. Okay, so I'm just going to give it a few more minutes and then I will start with the first of the free collective readings, which is a general spirit message. Okay, so let's start with the first of the free collective readings, which is a general message from Spirit. Okay, angels, whatever. Okay, I just channel Universal Spirit. Okay, so what I usually do is I channel Spirit, okay, but I just use cards as visuals. Okay, I don't read the tarot deck as they are intended, if you like. But obviously with oracle cards, they do have a message on. So I'm going to read out the message, and then I'm going to give you Spirit's message as an overall about it. Okay, so we've got yoga and exercise are essential to your well-being, peace of mind, and spiritual growth right now. We've got a new romantic cycle begins. Friendship, make a date for a play day with one or more friends. And we've got pregnancy, which rarely means a pregnancy when Spirit brings this card out. Okay, it just says the birth of a child brings great blessings to you and the world. Okay, but what Spirit's message is behind all this is about being grounded, your base chakra, being grounded. Okay, because a lot of you are wanting romance, you're wanting more time with friends and family, you're wanting perhaps relationships where you can have children, or time for with your children, okay, if you have them. But what Spirit usually means when they bring this card out is about, with pregnancies, a mother is given a due date. Okay, but sometimes baby will come early, it will come on its due date, or it will come late. Okay, so what it's meaning, Spirit's message is, when you are focused on now, okay, by taking time to, you know, if you like yoga, why have they put yoga? Because it's a calming exercise. It's not like cardio exercise. Okay, it's calming, it's relaxing. You don't have to have yoga, you don't have to exercise. You just need to relax. Okay, so actually what I like to do is sometimes I will literally sit still for 10 minutes and see what pops into my head. Am I running in a lot of fear, or am I in faith? When you are in faith, then all the doors open. When you're in fear, you're going round a loop, like on a hamster wheel. You're getting nowhere fast. Okay, so I'm really, really wanting a new romance. I'm really, really wanting time with my friends and families, or just some friends. I'm really, really wanting time with my family, or to have a baby. But, and Spirit is saying, no buts, just ground yourself. Be still for once. Be in the present. So many times we're in our heads in the past or in a future that are no longer, you know, the past is no longer there. It's just a memory that you keep revisiting, going over and over and over and over, flogging it like a dead horse. If it's something you don't want, didn't like, okay, it can be that you are in the thinking of a future that is, when it gets here, will be the now. Okay, your thoughts today are your future. Okay, there's no set path. Every choice and decision you make takes you on a different path. So you're choosing and deciding right now of all things that you don't want to see, because you're worrying and stressing about them, and then wonder why you experience more of it. Okay, so Spirit is saying, ground yourselves, actually stop and think, okay, peace of mind and spiritual growth right now, so that you can have the things that you're wanting in your life. Okay. And this one sums it up as well. Let go. When you're trying to, you know, the card itself says let go. As you surrender the need to control, your relaxed energy rapidly attracts your desires or what you want, which is what Spirit is saying here. Relax, chill out, okay? Because you are a multi-dimensional being in a human body, okay? But unfortunately, with the human body comes the logical mind. Okay, so what Spirit is saying is let go of trying to figure out. Just ground yourself and all the doors will open. Okay. Right, and New Harsh, it does say in the title, my lovely, it is paid readings. So unless you've paid for your own personal reading, I won't be answering your question. Sorry, but that's how I work. Okay. Right, now I do put the timestamps for the free collective readings into the comment section when the live has finished. Okay, but again, it is paid readings. I'm only do paid personal readings. Hello to all of you joining in. Mary, Mother of God. Hello, Anna Mikashaka. Sorry if I'm crucifying your name. Hello to Elia or L-E-R. Hello to Neela. Okay. Ah, was that the one last week about the study? But well done. Congratulations, Neela. Okay, so we've had the first of the collective readings, which was the spirit message. So we've got 2 more to come throughout the next 2 hours. So it'll be half an hour until the love reading, and the career reading will be in at the next half past, not in this hour, but the next hour. Now, some people don't like a live personal reading. They don't want everybody to hear it. Okay, so you can get your own personal readings. They're not the price of in the lives, because they're mainly recorded videos for you to watch over and over. If you can't afford your own reading, then you can go to my channel and look at the various shorts. Okay, there's all sorts there. And I did possibly news in one day. Well done, Neela. Just putting some general stuff into the chat. As well. No, Amin, they are paid readings, my lovely. It does have that plastered throughout the chat, and it does say that in the title of the video as well. There may be another reader who's doing free readings, but I don't do that for reasons. You can go into my shorts. No, there's no one small message. I don't deviate from what I say I do. You might be new to my channel, my lovely, but I'm not new to YouTube. Hence the fact I don't do free readings. My lovelies, these are paid readings. I do keep saying that, and it does say it in the titles, my lovely. I know you like to all try and get away with getting a free reading. Like I say, you might be new to my channel, but I am not new to YouTube. You will not get a free reading, only the collective readings. Hello, Duncan, my lovely. The collective reading, I've already done the spirit message, my lovely, and the love reading isn't until 1:45. And then the career reading is at the next half hour, not this 1:30, but the next one. Okay. No, the collective reading is for anybody, that's free, but a personal reading is paid. Hence in the title of the video, my lovely, and in the chat. Okay, Ellen, are you here, my lovely? No, Duncan, you can drag the live back and listen at the beginning to the collective spirit message. Okay, but the next two ones I haven't done yet. The love one and the career one. Okay, Ellie, my lovely. Right. I don't really need to bring you any pictures. I might just do one. Okay, this ties in with the boys' energy. Okay. So what Spirit is saying is that there's a very gentle energy around them. Okay, it's soft. Spirit is saying, okay, the bond between these two feels older than this life. Okay, they're not just rabbits or animals, they're soul companions, and they came into your space with a purpose. Okay, so they're really showing me, starting with the boy, the male. Okay, look at how sort of this is like a beggar on your doorstep. You found him. Okay, he found you, actually, Spirit is saying. He was there for a purpose. Okay, the one you found. Okay, because he's a very old soul in a small body, Spirit is saying. Okay, and he's saying, I chose her. He chose you. I wasn't lost. I was guided. I followed the energy of home and I found you. Okay, so he was already there for you to find. All right. He knew where he needed to be, Spirit is saying. And you have a very deep, intuitive, nurturing field, and animals sense that instantly as well. Sometimes, most of the time it's instant. Okay, you might be one of those that, you know, animals come to you, and you might have pet owners who say, oh, they never act that way, or they must like you because they're never like that. Okay. And the spirit is saying he didn't just sense kindness, he sensed a recognition. Okay. Yes, definitely. He found you. He was guided there. He was put there. Okay. He's been with you in other lifetimes. Okay, I'm seeing a flicker of a past life in a quiet countryside space, almost like he was a companion animal before, possibly even a guide when you were going through loss. Okay, that's why he's so deeply attuned to your emotional state now. He feels everything. Okay, he wants you to know that he brings stillness and he brings repair. Okay. Yes, he's here. Yes. Okay. Thank you. These two visuals are, well, okay. So he's here for creative purposes. He's like the magician. I'm laughing because it's literally like the magician pulling him out of a rabbit's hat. He just, you know, pulling the rabbit out of the hat. He just appeared. He was there. Okay, to help you in these up and down times and in sad times. Okay. So he's definitely here with a purpose. There's no denying that. Okay. Now he's here to heal you. He doesn't need attention to be doing his work. Spirit just said that. Okay. He just is. Okay. There you go. Good. He's here to heal you gently and to be near. Okay, now the girl, her energy is different. Okay, she's deeply loving but more protective. Okay, so it's like her energy comes through like a guardian. This is our home, I keep it clear. She is extremely attuned to vibration. Okay, so she will feel when something's off as well. That's why Spirit is saying that these two are very very old souls. Okay. She's like a little psychic sentry, Spirit is calling her. And she has she senses when things are off before you do. Okay. So if she's ever become restless or avoids certain areas or stares into space, that's her reading energy around. Okay, that's why she's like a little psychic sentry. Okay. They're a very balancing pair. Okay, the boy is the empath. He absorbs, soothes and calms, and the girl is the protector. She clears, shields and commands. Okay, so you've got beautiful sort of yin and yang energy here to hold a frequency field in your home. Okay, they're definitely more than pets. So you're part of your soul family. Okay. And that's all I'm getting, that, you know, that they want you to know that they love you and that you are protected and you're chosen. They're saying. You know, everything that's living, well, even nature has a soul. Okay, so they're not just living with you, they are walking beside you as well, as protectors and as healers. Okay. Near Easter. You kidnapped the Easter bunny. He was out delivering Easter eggs and you kidnapped the Easter bunny. Oh, funny. Yeah. Hello, my lovely. So we've got 15 minutes until the next free collective reading, which will be the love reading. Now, the love reading Spirit will bring through if you're single, if you're in no contact, and if you're having ups and downs. Okay. Remember, it's not a personal reading, it's a collective reading. So it may resonate with you, it may not resonate with you. But you can always go back into my channel because there's lots of shorts about love. There's lots of, and other topics as well. There are longer videos. There are pick a card readings. All the pick a card readings are in their own playlist. And also in the description box below the live is a link if you want your own private reading of any kind or help in other areas. I am a coach as well, personal mentor, if you like, so I do other things as well. Okay, Neela, let me know when you're back. Okay. Hello, Stormy, my lovely. Okay, so Spirit is saying here that the reason why he's lingering in your energy field is because you're doing some mirroring. Okay, you're picking up on him because some part of you is moving through the same lesson that he is. Okay, you're learning what freedom looks like, whilst your heart is still attached somewhere else. So when you sense him, it's not just him thinking of you, it's your energy showing where chords are still active. Spirit, like a web, Spirit is showing, okay? And that lights up through your social media, okay? Those posts or him liking your posts or however he's interacting with you aren't random, okay? They act like little energetic beacons, okay, through work, okay? He might, again, through his work, be around you, okay? But he will go again, okay? His energy comes in and out, okay? He's not here as a partner, okay? But his energy rarely stays put, Spirit is saying. It doesn't mean that there's no care, okay, but it means he hasn't yet sort of learned how to anchor emotion without losing movement, okay? And Spirit wants you to know that the reason you feel him so strongly now is because you're evolving. Your vibration is rising. So old energies stand out more sharply, okay? You're meant to notice them so that you can choose what you let go of and what you keep hold of, okay? So, you know, don't start getting caught up in your emotions sort of thing, because he's not trustworthy, okay? Hence the fact that it's not sort of worked before. He's too much of a free spirit, you know. He's very indecisive as well, okay? So it looks like you're just picking up on energy, like Spirit said, to what a Spirit is saying. What you can do is, when you do sense him, pause and put your hand on your heart and sort of say inwardly, I send you peace, but I call my energy back, okay? And you can ground yourself through music or creativity, because that's how you sort of, that's where your frequencies first met, and it's how you can rebalance them. But Spirit is saying this isn't anything to do with about him returning. It's about you reclaiming your vibration, okay? The pull that you're feeling isn't a punishment, it's guidance, showing you exactly where your energy is still invested, okay? Yeah, he'll just sort of let you down again. Spirit is saying, you know, he's not here as a romantic partner. No, he's not at all. Well, yes, if you like. I don't really go into cord cutting like that because it's all you anyway. Yes, their energy is there when you think about them. Okay. I mean, you're still, you know, you cross paths, you're still connected with energy because he's in your awareness. You've become aware of him. I hate horror movies. I can bloody scream in an adventure movie or in a soap. No, I don't like horror movies. Hello, Sassy, my lovely. Okay, we've got 1 minute until the love reading. I'm glad it's caught your eye. But it's not going to do anything for you, my lovely. These are paid readings. However, I am about to do a free collective love reading. Okay, so if you're new here, what the collective readings are is that I channel spirit. The cards are just visuals. Okay, I don't read the cards. They're literally pictures that spirit is giving you as a visual. Okay, behind the message that they give me, that I give to you. Okay, so we've had the free. So in my lives, I do paid personal readings. You ask a question, you pay for it if you want a question answering. Okay, I'm too long in the tooth here on YouTube to give free readings because they are chaotic. And most of the time, people are just messing around thinking that you're some kind of 8-ball. Okay, no, it takes a lot to channel spirit. It takes a lot of their energy. It takes a lot of my energy. Plus, I'm going into your energy and the person you're asking about or the question you're asking about. Everything has energy. So I don't waste my time doing free readings. Okay, this is not a trick. It's not a party trick. You know, if you want to know the answer, get an 8-ball and just spin it and get your answer. Thank you very much. Not on my channel. So, however, spirit does know that some people cannot get PayPal. Okay, it's not always available where you are. So they have said that they would like me to do 3 free collective readings. We've done the spirit message at the beginning. We've now got the love message, and then at past I will be doing a career message. I do put the timestamps into the comment section when the live is finished. So if today's one doesn't resonate, then you can go back into the others. Also on my channel, I do have loads of shorts with various subjects. I've got lots of videos, and I've also got a playlist full of pick a card readings if you love pick a card readings. So for the free love collective reading, I will be using these cards as the base for whether you're single, meaning that you are single and you're wanting somebody totally new in your life. You're not wanting anybody from your past or any exes or anything like that. Okay, it's you're waiting for somebody totally new. Sometimes they don't bring through that. Okay, they bring through the other, stick to the other two, which is if you're in no contact, or if there's you're talking or you're in a relationship but it's having a push-pull energy. Okay, so let's see what the base cards are for the readings. I don't know anything about Freemasons, so I can't answer your question on that. Well, I know very little. So another one here, Spirit, clarify that. Okay. Right, okay. Okay, so for those of you that are looking for somebody new, Spirit has quite a sort of significant message for you here. Some of you, and I've said this in a lot of the Spirit messages that Spirit have brought through, and it's very true. Okay, you are wanting in your heart a loving, romantic, right. I put you into timeout, Jeraine, because first of all, child sacrifices is not a positive energy on my channel. So I put you in timeout, and I'm not going to start having a flipping argument in the chat. Okay, I personally don't know much, very little around Freemasons other than that they are a group of people. Okay, I don't know what they do, some sort of secret society. That's about my knowledge on them. I'm not interested. Okay, so therefore, end of discussion. Thank you very much. Right, so getting back to those of you who are wanting a new relationship. Okay, so what Spirit is saying, yes, you want this beautiful, caring relationship. You want to be loved and feel loved and chosen and prioritized and adored and desired by somebody. You want to have a beautiful relationship. But for a lot of you, Spirit is saying you've either come straight out of another relationship, okay, and for some of you there is heartache still, okay, and for others of you anxiety. So Spirit is saying until you're more balanced and not in this stormy water, until you're more balanced within yourselves and you can trust love again, okay, by working on yourselves, putting your focus back onto you, okay, growing within yourselves and not having that fear. What if I get hurt again? What if I meet somebody who's going to let me down again, etc., etc., all the fears around it. Okay, Spirit is saying when you've done that, they then let go, allow the situation to unfold naturally. Okay, you won't miss your opportunity, Spirit is saying. Okay, but when you are in these lower energies, all you will do is bring in another low energy person who is going to just hurt you again. Okay. And you're going to go repeat the cycle, Spirit is saying. Okay. So if you're single and you're really wanting love, for those of you that have sort of past relationships that haven't worked, or you've got anxiety around love or whatever, okay, then you really need to put your focus back onto you and work through those for love. You know, be hopeful, be optimistic still, but there's some growth that needs doing. Okay, so for those of you in no contact, okay, Spirit is saying here, so you're feeling that your world's collapsed. You may have had a big argument with them and you've gone into no contact. They may have just, you know, separated and you're in heartache. They ghosted you or whatever. Okay, but Spirit is saying, so you're in this sort of despair here. I was loyal to them. I thought they were loyal to me. Spirit is saying, I'm hearing those words for some of you there. Okay, so you're sort of in this fear that they won't come back. Okay, but Spirit is saying for some of you, not all of you, okay, when you put your focus back onto yourself, okay, and you become more balanced and you trust and listen to your heart, okay, then you will hear and allow things to unfold as they're meant to when you're growing, using this time to reflect and grow, okay, not just sitting there holding your phone. Hold space for them, okay, but not sit there waiting, putting your life on hold, because waiting causes more waiting. Despair causes more despair. Okay, that's when the messages, when they'll reach out to you, Spirit is saying. Okay, now when somebody's not choosing you, you start to choose yourself. Okay, we're not here to be breadcrumbs. We're not here to be second best. We're not here to be put down and picked up like a toy. Okay, if somebody's, you know, if it's a reason where they've suddenly ghosted you, a lot of times they ghost you because it's their emotional immaturity or their emotional vulnerability. Okay, things get too intense, or they have triggers from previous relationships, like Spirit was saying for the singles, you know, a lot of anxiety, etc. Okay, so they get triggered, they haven't worked on their triggers, okay, and it starts to, you sort of mirror or hold a mirror up to them, is what Spirit is saying. So yes, your person can come back. I'm not saying for all of you, okay, they will want to. Also, what Spirit is saying, when you are in that, when you come out of this energy of despair and you actually focus on yourself and you're feeling good, okay, you then sort of become more playful when you think about them. Everything is energy. So remember, when you're transmitting and broadcasting that energy of woe betide me, where are they? I need them. I want them. Okay, you're pushing them away. When you're in the energy of I know that he'll be back or she'll be back, I just know it. Okay, because we know in our hearts that it's not over. Okay, it doesn't matter what your head's running amok saying, okay, you know in your heart. Okay, or else you would not care. Just be another, yes, goodbye to bad rubbish. Where's the next one? Okay, so when you're in that playful energy and you let go of worrying and stressing and just let it unfold naturally, because you've done your growing and your self-reflection in this time, okay, and not being in fear that they won't come back, there's a difference. Then they will come back and you can work on the relationship, okay, is what Spirit is saying for you. Okay, but a lot of times when you walk in fear that they're not coming back, you prolong the agony. When you walk in faith, it speeds things up. Okay, so for those of you who are in a relationship that is up and down, again, you know, you may be having ups and downs, like here. Okay, you might have had a blazing argument. There may be jealousy. There may be like where they're distancing themselves. Okay, but again, Spirit is saying, you know, the love is still very much there, or the feelings are there. Okay, you just need to be more balanced. Come out of the storm into being balanced. Okay, focusing back on yourself. Yes, you know, I am beautiful. I'm the best thing that's ever happened to them. Of course, you know, we'll get through this. Okay, having your confidence, coming back into that playful energy again. Okay, giving the relationship a chance, not being in fear that you're going to lose them. Okay, because the attraction is still very much there. Okay, so just Spirit is saying that within the next 3 to 4 days, if you're in a relationship and it's a bit up and down, you've just been through an argument or something, it should clear, be back to, you know, on track within the next 3 to 4 days, or for some of you, the next 3 to 4 weeks. Okay, so that's the free collective love reading. Again, if it doesn't resonate with you, remember it's not personal. There may be one from the previous lives I've done, or you can check out my shorts on the channel. Okay, Sadukisha, Sadukisha. Oh, I can't say it. Sorry. These are paid readings, my lovelies. So anybody asking a question will not get it answered because they're paid readings. It does say in the title. And I did explain earlier why I don't do paid readings before I started that love reading. Okay, Kamal, this is paid readings, my lovely. If you don't stop flooding the chat, I will put you in timeout. I won't be answering your question because they're paid readings. This is paid readings, my lovelies. I know a lot of you like to chance it, but you're not going to get your questions answered. Hello, F. Faroe. Sometimes just listening into the lives, sometimes other people's readings can help, or the collective readings can help. I do go live on a Wednesday and a Sunday. Always check out the community posts, because sometimes on a Sunday I don't do one. If you don't want to get your own personal reading read out loud, some people don't like having them done in the lives, but they do book their own personal reading. And if you can't get a paid reading, then please go and check out my channel. There is loads of videos, shorts, etc. on there. Okay, so we've got half an hour until the career message. Yes, Stormy, we're not going back into that subject. Thank you. That's why I shut it down in the first place. Hello, Davki, my lovely. Hello, Nikki. I've got another hour to go, Mabusi. My lovely. Okay, this is paid readings. It does say in the title paid only. Okay, it does say in the chat several times. Right, Mabusi, here's the information for you. Or for anybody else as well. Hello, Wendy, my lovely. Okay, Neela, are you back in the chats? Okay, because Spirit is saying we've gone over this before and their guidance hasn't changed, which means the energy around it is still the same. Okay, and they're saying that seeking more insight by repeating the question, unfortunately, isn't going to give you any more clarity. What they are asking you to do is to pause and internalize the guidance that they've already given to you around this already. Okay, they're saying they're happy to revisit this when something has shifted in a way where you feel movement is happening and not going in the same loop. So would you like me to refund your money, or do you want to ask another question? Because they're saying what you're doing is you are being like a child asking a parent for the answer to their homework. Okay, just give me the answer so that my homework is done and I can be happy and go out and play. Okay, but you don't actually know what you're learning from this, and Spirit has been giving you the lesson and you're not doing it. You obviously haven't shifted and nothing's changed because you're still asking the question. Okay. Hello, Jojo, my lovely. For those of you who've just joined in, there is lots in the chat that saves me from keep reposting it. Okay, just have a quick flick through the chat. We've got one free collective reading at 1:45 to come, which is the career message. We've already had the love, the spirit message and the love reading. Okay, let's do a general where your energy is at the moment. Okay. Right, okay. They are sort of answering it in a way because they just want you to know why. Okay. Razia, this is paid readings only, my lovely, so please do not flood the chat asking for a reading because you won't be getting it. So Spirit is saying to you, Neela, you're still stuck in the past. Your mind is still in the past. You're not in your relationship. Okay, you're still going over what's happened and what you're currently seeing. Okay, so Spirit is saying you've got to leave that. You've got to leave, close the door on that story and take the new story with you. All right, and you walk in blind faith. It doesn't matter what the 3D is showing you, what thoughts are trying to peck at you. She's blindfolded. She's in charge of her thoughts. Okay, he's already yours. He can't come forward. He's already yours, but he can't come forward until you've changed. Okay, you're just sitting there, still poring over the same story, still in the same old emotions. Okay, you're not putting the work in. So therefore, if you're not showing up for yourself, he's not showing up. He can't. The 4D is first, the 3D is second. Okay, so you're still in conflict in your head and you still are in your own thoughts, tying yourself up in knots in your own thoughts. You're not seeing yourself as already Neela who's in that relationship. So therefore, there's no change, Spirit is saying. Okay? Remember, Neela, there is only the now moment. Okay, you're pushing against the change. You're wanting change, but you keep pushing it away because you're not being disciplined in who am I? Every time he pops into your head, you're still in waiting mode. You're wondering what he's doing. You're not trusting the process and you're not staying focused within. You're feeding the hungry wolf. Okay, so nothing's changing, my lovely. It can't. The time it's taken, Neela, is the time it's taken you to be in the knowing that it's already done. Okay, Spirit is saying it hasn't taken you X amount of years. It's the time has taken you, because there is only now, to get out of your own way. But you're not getting out of your own way. So stop asking the same question, they're saying. Because we're just going around in the same circle. Repeating the same thing. Telling you the same thing. So until he's blowing up your phone, asking you to date him again, I don't want to speak about him again. Because Spirit's going to say there's nothing different. Hello to all of you just joining in. These are paid readings only. We do have one more free reading left to do, which is a career collective reading that will be at 1:45. Neela, we've already been over it. I mean, going back to Jess's reading the other day, everything is in, everything I've already said over the weeks. Mabusi, I did put in that it's PayPal only. Showing up for yourself, Neela, is deciding, choosing and deciding. Who are you in the relationship? At the moment, you in the relationship is that you're not even in a relationship. Okay. I only use PayPal, Mabusi, but it does say that when you can pay via my link, you don't need a PayPal account. Okay, just click the link, enter the amount and choose and pay with cards. Some countries it won't work for anyway, so it depends where you are, my lovely. All right, then it should work. Have you clicked on the link and tried it? Put in the amount and then it should ask for your card. I can't test it myself because it won't let me. It won't let you do it on yourself. All right, okay. Hello, Brunhild, my lovely. These are paid readings only. I don't know, Mabusi. Are you saying that's what comes up when you click the link? Because other people have paid during the live, my lovely. Well, if I click on it, it says it goes through to the link and says send, but I can't do anything because it won't let me. It doesn't come up with any type of message. Just takes you to the PayPal page. That's okay. It's not a problem. Don't forget that you can check out my shorts and other videos on the channel. There may be something there that gives you the answer you're looking for. Hello, Chinu. My lovelies, it does say paid readings. Not only does it say paid readings in the chat, in the title of the video, it does say in the comment left above your question, my lovely. Well, I need my big computer because I'm filming on my phone. So I can't see with the angle of the phone anybody's chat. And I wouldn't be able to drop stuff into the chat as well. Okay, we've got about 10 minutes till the collective career reading. Sometimes it might be about finance that Spirit actually goes into. I don't know till I start channeling them. Hello, Rhino. And don't forget that if none of the collective readings today have helped, or resonated, should I say, then you can always go back into the previous lives. I do put the timestamps in the comments, pinned in the comments, so that you can easily reference them without sitting through 2 hours of time. If you do want a reading outside of any of the lives, okay, there is, I don't just do normal readings. I do channel loved ones in spirit as well. And you can find the link in the description box. No, that's coming up at 1:45, Scorpio. Hello, Happy Panda. Okay, are you meaning, when you say financial independence, do you mean what you can do to make you financially independent, or are you asking spirit about your finances in general? Hello, Susha, my lovely. Okay. Where have I got these? Okay. Right, don't forget I use the cards just as visuals. Okay. Okay. They wanted me to put one of these as well. Okay. So what they're saying here to you is there is a powerful independence that's always been inside of you. Okay. but it's only just now beginning to fully activate. Okay, you're coming now into a season of your life where you're not just surviving, okay, paycheck to paycheck, or just like money coming in and it goes straight out. Spirit is saying it's about claiming. Okay, financial independence for you is not just about money. It's about freedom. It's about choice. It's about breathing room. Okay, happy panda. So Spirit is saying it's about not having to ask, justify, or explain. It's about finally feeling safe in your own structure. You're on a path to building that. Okay, so they're saying that you need to break out of the old energetic pattern. Okay, where perhaps you're overgiving, overproving, overcompensating. Okay, just to feel like you deserve money. Okay, and Spirit is saying your value is not up for negotiation anymore. You're shifting into a vibration where money starts matching your energy, but you've got to make the shift first, and that's what they're telling you here in the pictures. Okay, so what they're saying is that at the moment your cupboard is empty. Okay, you're focused on a lack, so your energy is focused on I don't have, I never have enough. My money comes in, it goes out. I don't have my financial independence. Okay. And Spirit is saying this is a lesson for you to learn. All right. To put your focus back onto you. Okay. As to what your thoughts are when you think about money. Because when we're always broadcasting energy, we're always broadcasting a frequency, and you're not on the frequency of money. You're in the frequency of lack of money. So you will keep experiencing your cupboard being empty. Okay, so it's having to be strong. It's going to take strength and confidence and courage. Okay, to decide to change the story. All right, now that looks like, in order to get sort of that energy frequency right, okay, is I always have more than enough. Money naturally finds me. Okay, I don't have time to buy that thing right now, but I will buy it next week because I've got lots of money. The first thing you think about when you think of money is your code, if you like, in your subconscious as to why you're not seeing the money. Spirit can't wave a magic wand for you because that's overriding your free will. If you choose to keep seeing money as a negative, you will keep experiencing money as a negative. You'll never have enough. That's why people who win the lottery have a mindset of I need to win the lottery so that I can buy XYZ, but their programming is I lose money, I never have enough. So they spend it really quick and they don't end up with it. Okay, so they're saying is that because your awareness and your thoughts are more on I don't have, I never have enough. Okay, you're wanting it, you're desiring more money, which is yours to have. Okay, but you're not in alignment with it. You're not in the frequency on it. So that's why you keep missing it. Or you'll get some and you lose it. Okay, it's never where you're consistently getting money. Okay, so once you've decided and you're walking in that strength and courage, okay, in that knowing that you can have money, money is always there for you, it will start turning up. Okay, it will start literally turning up at your door in ways that you wouldn't even know. Okay, believe me, there's so many ways. So start, planting those seeds so that you can harvest what you want now. Okay, the choice is yours. The universe is meaningless, but you experience the meaning you give things. Okay, so at the moment you're giving the meaning of I never have enough. How do I get to be financially independent? Well, you've got to be in matching that frequency. Okay. That's where your happiness is. That's where you can feel free and abundant and experience it in your reality. Okay. You're here to have what you want, but you're not matching it. Okay. So start shifting into the mindset where your money, okay, where you're matching the energy of money. And also Spirit is saying, Happy Panda, that you're putting your energy into things that don't give back. Okay, you're allowed to say no to things. Okay, you also have gifts that you could be working on, but overall your energy is in this negativity. You have a negative code running within you about money. That's why you're not experiencing it. Hello, Wendy, my lovely. So Spirit is saying they just want to finish saying to you, Happy Panda, okay, they're saying you generate your security through your energy, your vision and your choices. Remember that the choice card that they gave you. Okay, so you are capable of building something sustainable, steady and soul aligned. Okay, but you need to get into that mindset of that you can have money easily rather than it's a struggle and it's hard. Okay, you don't need to figure out the how and the when. You just need to be in the energy of receiving it by knowing it can come to you from anywhere. Okay, there's nothing holding it back, only your thoughts that are guarding the door. Okay, my lovelies. Anything you want to ask Spirit Happy Panda about that before I move on to the career message? Shastor, this is paid readings only, my lovely. I will be doing a free collective reading, which is on career next. I've already done 2, the spirit message and the love message. Okay, do you understand that, Happy Panda, though? Do you understand what Spirit is saying? Even if you just say, I always have more than enough. Okay, I always have more than enough. Every day my wealth increases. Money naturally finds me. Okay, but you can't contradict it with, I've got no money in my bank account. Okay, I've got no money in my bank account. Right, okay. Yeah. Because the way you think, okay, the story that we tell ourselves, the labels that we stick onto things, we have in our human mind's brain what's called a reticular activating system. It's a filter. Okay, so you and I could be walking along the street. You've got a negative mindset around money and I don't. I have a positive mindset around money. So we could be walking along the same street, but your reticular activating system has filtered out you having the ability to see money. So I could be walking along the street beside you and I could be finding coins and notes in the street, and you'll be like, how did you see that? I didn't even see that there. Because you won't see it, because your story is, I never have any. Okay, I never have enough. Yes, same for me, Neela, as well, because I always tell the story, I always have more than enough. Okay, right, let's get into the career message. I'm going to start with these first. So this is a free collective reading for career. Okay, if it doesn't resonate, that's fine. It's not personal. It is a collective for anybody who's watching. Okay, if this one doesn't resonate, then by all means, you can check out my shorts, or you can go to the other lives. Look in the comments section where you will see the timestamps for the other career messages. So, okay, sometimes because they're both tarot decks, they will be the same cards. So there's no point me pulling them out twice. Okay, so for some of you, this is a bit similar to last on Wednesday. What day we are? Well, we on Wednesday. So Sundays, this is very similar to Sundays. Okay, a lot of you are sat there fed up in your work situation. Now, for some of you, you may be fed up because you're looking for a job and nothing seems to be coming. Okay, but for those of you that are feeling fed up and nothing, that your pots are empty, there's nothing happening here. Okay, there is work there for you to have. Okay, so you may be going through this storm, but the storm will pass. Okay, before the victory, before you're jumping up and down with joy, with your cups overflowing. Okay, so, but for some of you who are, okay, Spirit is wanting to break this down into two. Right, for those of you who are fed up, looking for work, nothing seems to be coming. Okay, you've got to get out of your head with this, because there is work there. There is victory and you will get work. Okay, it will be revealed to you. All right, and Spirit, there will be peace. Okay, they're not giving me a timing. I was asking them for a timing, but they're not giving me a timing. No, but a lot of you are in your own mental prison, telling yourselves all sorts of things that are keeping doors shut. Okay, it's too busy a market. There's too many people applying, so I probably won't get a chance. Oh, it's my age, it's my qualifications, it's the timing is wrong. Spirit is saying stop putting roadblocks in your own paths. Okay, get out of your way. You're just climbing all over yourself in your head, which is causing more waiting. Okay, there is work there, but again, you're not in alignment with it. Yeah, I can get a job any moment now. My dream job is coming. Yeah, of course I'm picked. I'm the best candidate for that job. Okay, that job is mine, is all you got to say. That's where your victory is. Okay, for those of you who are in a job and you don't like it, well, why are you putting up with the crap? Okay, you're causing your own waiting. Again, pack up your bags, leave the job. Okay, look for another job. All right, or else this storm you're just caught up in this storm. Okay, don't sit there moaning and complaining about it. Do something about it is what Spirit is saying. Okay, because once you decide and choose and make a decision, right, I'm going to start looking for something else, and the doors will open for you. Okay, your victory and success is what Spirit's saying. Okay. Prathika and Nimra, hello my lovelies, but this is paid readings only, and I am about to finish the 2-hour session now anyway. So my lovelies, don't forget to listen back to the free collective readings. So we had the spirit message at the beginning, we had the love reading in the middle, and we've just had the career reading as well. Okay. I will, once the live is finished, I will go through the live and put the timings for those 3 collective readings into the comment section so that you can find them easily. Okay, my lovelies. Thank you all for being here. Thank you to those who had readings, bought readings. I hope that they helped you. Okay, don't forget, for others of you who couldn't get your own reading because of PayPal or whatever, then there are thousands of videos on my channels. Okay, they're not time sensitive unless they've been about a particular topic at the time that I did it. Okay, but go to the shorts first. Okay, there's spirit messages, there's no contact messages there. What does your person think of you? What are they feeling about you? Job messages, money messages. Okay, if you like a longer video, there's loads of videos. If you love a pick a card reading, all the pick a card readings on lots of subjects that I've done are in their own playlist. Go to the playlists. Okay, my lovelies, right, love you and leave you there. Love you all, love and light.